In this lesson, we'll discuss about functions. First, what are functions? Functions are a block of codes and they help users to have an organized set of codes. Then I'm gonna show you the structure or the syntax of a function. First, you're gonna type def or you're gonna define the function. Then you'll type the name. Let me say the name of this function is demo. Then you'll have open and close parentheses. Then you'll have colon. Then when you click enter, it will be automatically indented. Here we go. It is already indented. This shows any codes written below this line is the part of this function or the demo function. So let me say print like name. If I run this, nothing will be printed on the console. Let me run this. Here we go. As you already see, there is clean space, nothing is printed on the console. So, to print a function, there is one thing, which is called calling the function. So, calling the function means you have to leave two-line free space, then you'll call the function right here. The purpose of leaving this free space is to keep the maintainability and to have a clean code. So let me say, if I erase or if I remove these three lines, you'll be, as already the Python is suggesting, here's the line on the name of the function. So you will have to provide this to call in line. So if I run this, the thing under the print function will be printed. Here we go, name is printed. So this is called calling function. You have to call a function. So when you want to add or include some kind of variables or things for a function, you will have something called a parameters. So you have parameters. These are called parameters. So let me say, if I run this, I will have error because the Python will want something to put inside this bracket or this inside this parentheses. So when you call a function, you must put some kind of parameters inside this parentheses. If I run this, I will have error. Let me show you. It is the error, type error, demo missing one require positional argument. So whenever you put the parameters inside this function, you must have an argument when you call the function. These are called the parameters, these are called the arguments. So let me say my argument is name. So you'll not counter any kind of problems. The other thing here I want to show you is that if you type any kind of code outside this function, this code will have nothing to do with this function. Let me say import enter your name. If I say print hi, let me store this input function under a variable which is called name. Enter hi name. So these two built-in functions, the input function, the print function, has nothing to do with this demo function because they are not indented. If I type some function right here, if I say input right here, this input function will be inside or the part of this demo function. So let me run this and let me show you. Let me run this. It's already, as you already see, the word name is printed because this is the part of this demo function, but this is the input function which asks the user to enter the name, and the print function is not a part of this demo function. Let me say the name is Brock, then it will be hi Brock. So this is the first print result. Name is the part of the function. These two things are not the part of this demo function. The other thing is, let me clean this and let me show you with parameters. So let me say div, let me say the name of my function is my demo. One thing you have to remember when writing a function is that the name of the function must be all small letters, okay? All small letters. So let me say my demo. So let me give two parameters in one and in two. So let me say print these two parameters like n1 and n2. I will have two these gaps or spaces. So when I call the function, it will ask me, as you already the playroom ID is suggesting, it will ask me to enter these two arguments for these two parameters. So let me say the first argument is the name of the person. Let me say it's John. And let me say the second argument be in number. Let me say 12. So as already the ID is suggesting or indicating, this n1 is an argument for parameter 1 and n2 is an argument for parameter n2. So if I run this, John 12 will be printed at the console. Let me run this. As it is clear to you, John 12 is printed at the console. So this is how you can use parameters inside function. So the other thing is, here I have, let me clear buzz. And the other thing that I want to show you is that how you can print multiple kind of data types or multiple datas in one command. That's, let me say, I have this. Let me change this one with name. So I'm gonna change this one with name. So when I type arguments inside this my demo function, when I call this the function, I don't have to write a single argument. I can write a multiple arguments as I want or as possible. So let me say the first argument is John, the name of the person John, and the second argument is, let me say, here's the name of the person Peter, Peter, and let me say the third argument is a number. Let me say 47, 48, and let me say the last argument is a boolean variable that's true. So when I run this, all of these data types will be printed with this single command. Okay, so let me run this. Here we go. John, Peter, 48, and 3 is printed on this console. Though, so this is how you can print a multiple argument with a single command at the function. The other thing is, if I add, let me say, touch tricks right here. So at this case, you're gonna type or you're gonna print. You can print as many data types or as many variables as you can. Let me see the first variables n1, which is number. That's 19, and let me say the second this types be a boolean value. Let me say value, and it's called like true, and let me say the third type of data type is, let me say, it's string. Let me say the name of the person Brock. Okay, must be stored under variable. Let me see, variable name is vab, which calls Brock. So I can print all of these variables and with the respective data. with a single comment. As already this the ID is suggesting this all of these data types are inside the parameter double asterisk name. So let me run this. Here we go. It's already saying N1 19 value true verb broke. So this is how you can print multiple variables or multiple data types under one single parameter command. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel, write your comments below at the comment section, and like the video and share the video.